Hello, loves. It's been a while since I've recorded any videos, but I've been led to go ahead and do one. It's just really short and sweet, but to the point. There's pretty much 3 piles for you to choose from. I'm going to just let Spirit guide me. I will title this video once it's done. It is a pick a card reading, and may it shed light and clarity for you in your life. There's 3 piles that I have here. We're gonna do pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay, I'll try and do the timestamps as soon as possible. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Sorry guys if it's not the best visual here. Let's try that. No, I think we'll do better like this. Anywho, let's get started. Pile number 1, we're gonna set these aside. Pile number 1, I felt like this card is going to represent the overview. We have the Knight of Swords. Off the top, I feel like when it comes to matters of the heart, you're probably conflicted with, in your head or in your thoughts, with which way you should proceed. There's a 2-headed horse there, that's why I'm saying which way. It's like you're double-minded. Swords are our thoughts. This is the Knight of Swords. So it's like you're feeling guarded because you're still not sure, or maybe you are approaching the situation at hand with a guarded demeanor because you're unsure as to how you should proceed. Now, around the horse's ear, I do see there's a heart. So this leads me to believe that this is concerning matters of the heart and love. Mind you, I do focus on mainly love, because I believe love is the key to all things in life. So then as I was pulling these, I wanted to focus on advice. What is your advice? And this is telling you dedicated effort. So pretty much, I think this goes hand in hand with the traditional tarot, the 8 of coins, but in this tarot, it's the 8, dedicated effort. And pretty much, I feel like with this card, you're being advised to pay attention to the details in order to be able to proceed and make that decision with clarity. Focus on doing what it is that you love, and what you love will find you, right? Cliche as it may sound, it is a really popular saying, but very true indeed. Truth in cliches, right? So for your advice, I'm feeling like focus on you and what makes you happy. Focus on details, the little details, working on I don't so much see work as in what you do for a living, like what pays the bills. I see as in what makes you happy, what makes you better you. If that means you're a painter, you're artistically inclined, you're a singer, something that in the arts, maybe something you're talented at, crafting, something, just do this and you'll have a moment of clarity, and in doing this you'll kind of find what it is, the answer to which direction it is that you should take, and this is your advice. I then pulled 2 cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So if you want to know, and here I felt like these 2 cards would clarify how your partner, the person you are mainly thinking about, forefront, right? When it comes to intimacy and love, how are they feeling towards you? We get the King of Wands, which is absolutely gorgeous energy, He's really passionate, very loving. I see a very sweet and sensual energy there, a very sweet and sensual connection. You guys can embrace each other, or he or she feels like they can come to you and embrace you. They're not necessarily partaking in intimate in sex. They're just able to embrace each other and feel comfortable in each other's embrace and go within. And then we have the Three of Chalices. When I first saw this card, what stood out was the egg being presented as a gift. And I feel like if you've had pregnancy maybe on your mind, or not, be careful, you might get pregnant. Or if you're trying to get pregnant, there's a little blessing that may be possible, or maybe a time of fertility and sensual. Like I see the desire there. So yeah. Then we have, I pulled one card from Romance Angels, just a random just message from the angels to you to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so again, do what it is, present what it is that you love to the world, do what it is that you love, and stay optimistic in doing what it is that makes you happy. And in doing so, I think the answers will automatically unfold for you. I'm not sure if I showed you the card or not, but here it is, right? And then I pulled 3 cards from the rider-waite traditional tarot deck. We have the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups reversed. Here I'm feeling like if you're female inquiring about an energy of a male, you may be dealing with 2, right? Because of the indecision, the first card that showed up, you're not sure how to approach or who to approach, or indecision, right? You might be conflicted between 2 signs, a water sign and an earth sign. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. If not, it might be a person who shows up with both qualities, but they're both showing up as pages, or this person is showing up as a page, which is bare minimum. I think of bare minimum effort. I think of somebody just starting off. I feel like it's somebody who's hasn't reached their full potential, somebody who is probably immature, or young, maybe 30 oldest, I'd say. Or if they're older, they're probably just, they haven't matured yet. I feel like this person emotionally is blocked. They're not in a position where they're able to mature from this page to this king. The king is showing up reversed. So it's like something's hindering this person from being able to emotionally reciprocate or mature. So if you are conflicted between the earth sign and the water sign, right now the earth sign, even though they are showing up same maturity level, very young and stuff, they probably have more capability of maturing sooner, faster, or an openness to maturing and offering something more than the water sign does. Or if this is just one person, then this person's willing to invest materialistically before they invest emotionally. So they're the type of person that's going to make small gestures and give you things of material realm, like it could be anything. It could be a flower, it could be flowers, it could be taking you out to eat, it could be anything that presents itself materially, but small gesture, um, as opposed to revealing themselves emotionally. Like whatever they do reveal to you emotionally is also really small, and it'll continue to be small because it's showing that they're not in any position to mature anytime soon emotionally and make any large gestures emotionally. Okay, so for those of you who picked pile number one, again, follow what it is that you're inspired to do, what it is that you love. If you have any hobbies, pursue it. That's going to give you clarity. In your downtime, you'll be able to process your thoughts as it is, as you do what it is you love. So if you have that duality in mind, it'll help you clarify what it is that's right for you. Okay? So for those of you who picked pile number two, this is your main focus or overview. You have the King of Cups. So either you're a King of Cups yourself, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this is your energy, somebody who feels very deeply, is in touch with their emotions, has a very, very big heart, and is able to spread light out into the world, has some kind of a third eye, very in touch with emotions, and has a big, big cup to share with the world, those around him. Or you are admiring, or in somebody in your life, there's a male energy who is a King of Cups and represents the same, he has a really big heart, has a lot of love to give, but at the same time, it is known that with the King of Cups, he's able to keep his emotions in check. He's very good at guarding them, even though they are there and they are on a large scale. For your advice, we have strengthening the bond. So I see you being, if you're female, you're being drawn into this light that's coming out of this big-hearted person, right? Or if you're a guy, you are drawing in the right person, and strengthening a bond with somebody who's really important. They're following the light that comes from within. They're not following exterior. They don't have exterior motives. There's a most beautiful yellow butterfly just fluttering around right now. But anywho, I see that female being drawn to this King of Cups for all the right reasons, being drawn to the light that's coming from within, focusing on the intuitive, on the messages that are coming from within, the gut feeling, and it's leading you down a really beautiful path where you're able to actually stop and smell the flowers and see the beauty in life and in love and in giving and receiving. So your advice is to continue to follow this light, and in doing so, you will strengthen the bond. Follow what's inside. Don't be led by exterior things. I pulled two cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I pulled these for those of you who want clarity in when it comes to intimate matters. How does she feel about you sexually? If you're a female, he is viewing you as an empress, giver and receiver of love, very fertile energy. You sit at your throne and you are the very essence of love itself. Life flows from you. He sees you as a little bit of everything. The Empress is a little bit of every queen. She's the all four elements, and she is just gorgeous. This is her. So to be seen like this is probably, I would love, this would be the best way to be seen, in my opinion, as an empress. This, if you're a guy, that's how you're viewing this woman. You know, she's the ultimate lover. Also, females, your male is probably obsessed with this love. He was probably single for a long time, or maybe was is single right now, but your presence in his life makes him want to commit. He's actually obsessed with you. He wants to have like a piece of you with him at all times. And males, vice versa. You found this woman that you never thought, you know, you've been living the bachelor life, and you never really saw yourself coming across the type of woman that could fulfill everything that you were possibly looking for in a woman. Like, you know, you've come across people and they offer one thing or the other, they check off something off your list, but you never came to somebody who could possibly fulfill you in the way that this person you've come across or will soon come across has. And so it's like you guys are strengthening this bond, and this person's awakened these emotional feelings within you. This is beautiful so far, guys. I then pulled a card from the Romance Angels, and as I was pulling these, I just wanted it to be a random message from the angels to you. And the message is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Like this speaks for itself. This could be the one, guys. This could truly be, as long as you continue to strengthen the bond through following the light that comes from within, from the heart. You know, this could potentially be your true love. I then pulled 3 cards from the traditional rider-waite tarot, just for a random little message, guidance. I see this person, this female's, the guy you're dealing with, possibly seeing himself being able to make the commitment to you, maybe even proposing later down the road. There's definitely no sneakiness here, no going behind backs and sneaking or trying to do little investigative work or anything. Everything's being taken at face value. Everything's being felt out through the gut. Not approaching communication or thoughts in an immature manner. I actually see things moving forward slowly, yes, because the Knight of Pentacles approaches things very slowly but very methodically and very well grounded, working his way up to Ace of Pentacles, the ultimate offer. So I see this being something that could potentially lead to a very serious commitment. Okay, guys? Pile number 2, this is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Now we are moving to pile number 3. This is a card I pulled for overview, main energy, focuser of the reading. We have the King of Pentacles. So, guys, this might be your energy. If so, you might be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo earth sign who is sitting pretty well. You've worked pretty hard for what it is that you've come to attain, and you're really grounded, really rounded. I see you being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I also see you as being somebody who has good gut instinct. Ladies, if you're inquiring about who's coming into your life or who you're dealing with, this earth sign is showing up very prominently. You might be dealing with, or somebody might be coming into your life of this suit. And if not an earth sign, then just presents themselves with these qualities. I then pulled this card, and as I was pulling them, I was asking for advice. So advice to you is to teach. So if you are this King of Pentacles, or you're presenting your males, if this is you, your advice is to teach others how it is that you've come to acquire what it is you have acquired. I see that you've been very patient. I see that you've been able to not only use what you have in the material realm, or work really hard in the material realm and be grounded and dedicated. I see that you also have really good gut instinct. You're able to go within and sort out your emotions. You're really grounded, and your advice is to teach this. Teach this. You might have something to do with teaching younger, teaching the young, teaching those around you, you know, a sense of responsibility. You might have a pet that you're really close to. I don't know why that's just random, but it's coming up. Small gestures are really important. You're a king, yes, and you're able to offer a lot, or you're dealing with a king. Just remember that it's not so much in advice. It's not so much in what he can offer you, but what he does offer you. Even if it's a flower, a small gesture, if he takes the time to teach you something, anything he teaches you, any small gesture that he makes is coming from a place within, a place of great wisdom and knowledge and experience. And anything that he provides you with is helping you to ascend and elevate. Okay? Or if you're being called to teach others, this is your advice, that in doing this, this will help you ascend and elevate and go up the stairs towards the light. Okay? I then pulled 2 cards from the tarot of sexual magic, and as I was pulling these, I was thinking, you know, advice. How does your partner feel about you sexually? We have the 8 of Pentacles. You guys might not be intimate or haven't had sex yet. I see maybe the female energy. Again, I see a rose, a single rose, just one rose in both the teach right here, and then in this 8 of Pentacles right here. You may be presented with a small gesture, a small single rose. It's not all about the sex here, guys. Wow. And again, this angel in the second card that I picked is carrying one single rose. This might be something really like an omen to pay attention to. Okay. That might be how this person or this energy presents itself in your life. It might have something to do with a single rose, a small detail. I see this being something divine. The time has come. So if this person's not yet in your life, they will be approaching you soon. The time has come. Female energy might be a little disoriented or kind of in her own world, trying to relax, heal maybe from something of the past. The time has come. See coffee on the table, maybe trying to awaken to the reality of the situation. Male energy is definitely more in tune and awakened in this. I'm feeling it here. But yeah, there's definitely a tie here. You guys might be destined to have children together, if you don't already have children. But yeah, I do see like a family tie somehow. Then I asked for a card, a message from the romance angels. just at random, just a message that the angels wanted to convey to you. And we have here engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, here we have male energy presenting female energy with a ring. This doesn't necessarily have to be physical engagement. It could just be the next level of a relationship, stepping it up a notch. Again, very earthy energy or grounded energy. King of Pentacles comes at you with something of the material realm, a ring, a flower, you know, a car, a house. Not saying that it has to be that big. I'm not seeing big here. I'm seeing small gestures. He is capable of offering big things, engagement, a house, a car. But he's wiser than that. He knows that he doesn't need to go on the large grand scale in order to impress the one that is meant for him. A single rose will do. I then pulled 3 cards from Rider-Waite Traditional Tarot, just as random messages. This person's very passionate, or I see this being a new passionate pursuit. I don't see this being anybody that you've dealt with in the past or a past lover. I might be, but I don't think so. I think that in the past you've been conflicted whether or not to see conflict in your thoughts and in communication with others, maybe people that you've dealt with in the past. I feel like you're being called to not deal with that anymore, or you already have made the decision, because over here with the 2 of Wands reversed, I'm seeing conflict because of the 5 and the swords, and swords are communication and thoughts. So, but I see you making the decision, or somebody making the decision to see past that, see things at a larger scale, look at it from world perspective, and grasping onto that one. See over here, there's 2 making the decision, grabbing one. Here's that one being grabbed, and it is a blessing. And making that decision to move past the conflict or the things that had you in a mental state of turmoil, I see brings blessings in a new passionate pursuit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Overall, I'd say that these were all beautiful. I will try and do timestamps when I post it. If you beat me to it, lovely. Spreading love and light to you guys. Just want to share the view with you guys here. This is good old Florida for you guys. I am on my work lunch break, and I am being called to return to duty. So without further ado, guys, wishing you a lovely, lovely day. Much love and light.